Okay, June 4th, workout breakdown, cardio day. I am pretty excited about this. To be completely frank, I get pretty excited about a lot of these workouts. Again, if you guys don't already know, again, the whole reason I built this gym is so we're pretty unrestricted on what we want to do. So again, anytime we got kind of creative ideas or new structures or just things I can come up with that obviously don't impact the efficiency of the actual workout, I get really excited. And this is one of them. I would say it happens a couple times a month, but for whatever reason, this one just seems cool. And the first thing I'll say is I'm kind of a little upset already because it's a cardio day, so I already know some people are definitely not going to do it. Hopefully whoever's watching this, that's not you. So anyways, you're going to start the first block, quick little 10 minutes, ramping. I didn't write sprints, but essentially meant to be ramping into a sprint. Maybe I'll change that before, June 4th actually rolls around. But ultimately, you're going to be working your way into the shorter distances, more explosive output. Again, typically speaking, at a technical level, as the output increases, your time of recovery is also supposed to increase. So, although it does here, it's not a lot. So, how this is going to end up playing out is your ability to actually give 100% on these is obviously you can always give 100% effort. But I guess I'm going to say is your ability to hit your max output is going to dwindle a little bit here. It's not going to be as high as maybe some of you think because you're just not going to have enough time to fully recover to run these, again, EMOM setting type of sprints. So again, I'm not going to say lower your expectations. I don't know how many people actually know their numbers that well. But the goal is to take one or two of these, get your legs underneath you, open up your stride, and then start working your way down this list. You'll do 5 100s, 3 80s, and then ultimately 2 60s, which are meant to be dead sprints. Rest for the rest of the minute as you work your way through. So 10 consecutive minutes. So again, with the shortened recovery, again, you can still always give 100% effort. I don't want to confuse that. You just got to probably assume that you're not going to hit the peak climax numbers that you would if we just did say 4 or 5 sprints with the appropriate amount of recovery in between. So again, just food for thought, something to think about, and maybe you can carry that through to other workouts where sometimes maybe you get kind of defeated that you didn't do as well as you had done in the past. Everything in context. This is one of those areas where you just kind of got to expect that you're not going to hit top numbers. Maybe one of them you do, but not holding it. So we're looking more for the 100% effort as you work your way down to the 60-meter runs. Second block, alternating 3-minute EMOM, 10 rounds. So this is cool. I'm excited about this one. People often ask, where do you come up with these ideas? No idea. They just kind of pop into my head. The hardest part, which I've reiterated before, isn't filling the workouts. I got a pretty good handle on that. I think at this point, this many years in, I got a pretty good idea of how to do them and get what we need out of it. It's coming up with different structures and different ways to do it to keep the variation high without affecting the workout. So that's what I enjoy doing. Writing the workouts is really fun. There are plenty of days where I just I cannot think of a different type of structure. This wasn't one of them. So this is going to be kind of cool. 3-minute EMOM, 10 rounds. You're going to alternate back and forth. So a little bit of transparency on here. I still don't know, and I honestly don't think that we can jump rope 18 people at a time. I don't want to jump rope on the turf because those, again, all the jump ropes everybody uses, the metal will just tear apart the turf. So before somebody says, why don't we jump rope on the turf? We're just not going to do that. So, and I don't think there's a way to do 18 altogether, which kind of stinks. I wish we could. It would make the flow pretty cool and open up the restrictions just a little bit more. We're so close to 100% no restrictions, but the jump rope is just the last little piece. I don't know how we can ever fix that. But Group A, you're gonna have 3 minutes, AMRAP style. So nothing crazy here in terms of Group B relative to Group B. But you're gonna do your singles and double unders, 45-second cap. If you're somebody that struggles with jump roping, maybe you're not overly conditioned at it, skill's not quite there yet, just stop yourself at 45 seconds. You're then gonna go into the single arm overhead reverse lunges. If you watch the June monthly Outlook video, that falls right into our unilateral strength, which is the emphasis for the entire month. So that's kind of nice. Check that box. While still giving you a really nice little transition, elevated heart rate. Legs and arms are a little bit tired and fatigued, and now you got to stabilize through your trunk and stabilize again on already those fatigue joints, which I really love that combination right there. And then the 10 to 20 core choice, no rollouts. So you guys, if you've been paying attention, you've seen the no rollouts, a little bit more recently as we come into the new gym. the no rollouts I'm putting there because they're just not time effective, and they ruin the flow of the workout, and they don't offer enough value to interrupt the flow. So anytime you guys see no rollouts, which is pretty much the only one, maybe that one day grows to something else, but for now, just rollouts is for those reasons exactly as fluidity. And again, just the value just isn't overriding enough. It doesn't trump how it's going to chop that workout up. So I want you to be able to transition in and out of something that you can kind of just keep moving through. And most all other core options allow you to do that. And you guys are just going to AMRAP that for 3 minutes. Once the clock goes off, the 3 minutes is going to start immediately. Groups are going to flip-flop. A will go to B, B will go to A, and you guys are going to do this, obviously 5 times to get 5 full rounds. All right, Group B is a little bit different. You're going to have a ladder. The rowers are going to be up for this, which is what on turf means. So you'll be doing the snatches on the turf. And you're going to work your way down the ladder and then back up the ladder, and you'll notice that it says repeat 10. So in a perfect world, you'd be doing 30 calories biked, 30 dumbbell snatches, 20-20, 10-10. Once you finish that round, turn around, go back up the ladder, but you're going to repeat to 10. So you're going to do 10-10 for a second time in a row, and then 20-20, and then 30-30 again. So how this is going to work, and it's because it's not written here, it's an accumulative type of workout. So you have 5 rounds of 3 minutes, really 15 minutes to try to get all the way down this ladder and all the way back up the ladder. All right. If you happen to finish the ladder before the 5th round is over, you'll go into an AMRAP run for the remainder of whatever time you have left. So a lot of this is going to be dependent on obviously your strength on the bike, and then of course the weight in which you choose for the dumbbell snatch given your conditioning level, right? And this is one of those scenarios where a lot of people, if you're not already at the gold standard weights, I don't really want anybody going over the gold standard weight here, but if you're not already at the gold standard weight, so I think a lot of people may take the approach of I'm going to pick something that I can move faster with rather than challenging myself with the weight. Keep in mind, weight is king. I would much rather you guys have to move slightly slower or be a little bit more taxed or fatigued with a heavier weight, if you obviously are comfortable with the movement, that is, then go down in weight and just kind of breeze through this thing. I don't think anybody's breezing through this, because keep in mind, there is no technical recovery in here. There is nothing written into this entire workout that is actual dead recovery. So if you're taking the full 3 minutes, and the clock goes off, you're immediately transitioning back into the other group. And if you are doing an AMRAP style, there's not really a place where you're fully going to catch your breath. Maybe on the core choice, if you pick something maybe on your back, you can slow down and breathe a little bit. But other than that, you really have to find a way to pace yourselves out over the course of 30 minutes and see how far you can get in the ladder. And then, again, for those of you that don't know, the red is just a regression. So black is the number I would like everybody to do. And then, again, a regressional choice is taking the red, which I fully anticipate lots of people doing, by the way. This is just going to be a really hard, back and forth between the bike, the snatches, and the fact that you're alternating between the two groups the entire time. So I don't think there's anything else on here worth going over. But hopefully, this looks as appealing to you guys as it does to me. Again, I get really excited, more so about the different structures and flows than I knew necessarily about what it makes up the structure. So anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, enjoy June 4th.